This is a story on how I used math in Minecraft to compete in a chase for OP stuff that would change the power dynamics of this SMP forever. On the nation's SMP, periodically there will be so-called loot drops. Or better said, supply drops, aka chests with OP stuff in them. They can include things like exclusive weapons, tons of diamonds, and most importantly, the game-changing items of this SMP, the life and revive blocks. Those who have these powerful goods determine the power dynamic of this SMP. So it's only logical that I would want to have some in my hands as well. I devised a plan. I would have to be faster than any other player. And to do so, I'd have to play my cards well. My avian abilities. On this SMP, our mod pack includes the Origins mod. When we first log in on the server, we get to choose our origin, thus giving us unique abilities but also weaknesses. My choice was Avian, which gives me the ability to slow fall and not take any fall damage. Knowing this, I knew my chance to win this race was by using this advantage to the fullest. I had to go into the sky. Remember the catapults Imaginable showed me in my last video? Yeah, I was going to use them for my plan. So, before the next loot drop, I chopped down trees and crafted not 1, not 5, but 10 catapults. I would be using them to toss me into the air and use this to fly to the location of the loot drop. But how can switching the playing field to mid-air boost my overall performance? I slow fall, so shouldn't it slow me down? Quite literally. Well, yes, but actually no. We have to take into account the time it takes a player to cross the distance of one block in Minecraft. They just run straight over the block. I, however, would be running while falling. Thus, the distance I would cover would actually be equal to the hypotenuse of a triangle. Let's take a look back on our average Minecraft player. The distance they would cross on land would be at catesis of a triangle. And as you all know, hypotenuses are the longest sides of a triangle, so my method of transportation would actually increase the distance I had to travel. I would seemingly be at a disadvantage. But that is only the case if you don't take into account the terrain we have to cross in order to get to the destination of the loot drop. There will be oceans, forests, and monsters blocking the path of our average player, thus slowing them down. I, on the other hand, can just glide through the air, which makes my way to travel way more efficient. I'm also faster than the average player, so these two factors should make my choice the faster one. But how do we even know where the loot drop will spawn this time? When the appearance of one gets announced, more often than not, it will end up being equally far away from all the players currently on the server. I use this information and the locations of past drops to narrow down the areas in which the next one should happen. My bet was, I would either have to go northeast to the jungle or southwest to the hotter biomes. And it turns out I was correct. It was the Badlands Mesa biome in the left corner of the map. Now the hunt begins. Will I be able to reach the loot drop before the other players? Will my preparations be in vain? Tune in next Sunday to find out the truth. Just kidding, I wouldn't be that mean. So now, the time has come to prove ourselves and to make use of everything we prepared. The location was revealed, the Badlands, and I didn't even know where the Badlands biome was. After acquiring the vital information where the hell I even should be going now, I jumped into the catapult, which I placed on a platform in the sky above the spawn area. I used myself as a living cannonball. After starting to lose altitude, I used my one and only ender pearl to go even further. I landed in water, got into a boat, and when I was on land, got straight into the next catapult. I repeated this process countless times on my way to the loot drop. I was in the lead, but Melon, another player, started to close the gap. Taking the water route, I had no time to spare, and I had to go fast. I sprinted like I never had before in my life. I jumped and flew so many times. I was continuously closing the distance between me and the precious loot drop. And I think everyone here already knows the outcome of this race. I lost. I lost against a seahorse and a guy with decent reading comprehension skills. As it turns out, those mobs are hella fast in water, and yeah, I may have gone in the wrong direction. I'm so smart but so dumb. Actually, Melon, who found the loot drop, shared the stuff with me, so I guess I at least still got something. Thank you, Melon. Please consider subscribing and like this video to see more of my content. See you soon, bye!